Okay, Fiesta Video Log 5. I'm installing a dash cam, and to do so, I don't want to just use an add a fuse. That's a way I could do it, but I really don't want to do it. I want to add my fuse block. So I'm under the hood right now, basically disconnecting the battery to get this out of the way. Here is the vacuum line I ran for my boost gauge, and it goes into the firewall, and it's really annoying to get to because it's way the hell back there. And so I'm going to use that same port to run my positive to my relay, which is going to be switched on with a add a fuse that goes into the fuse block so I can power 4 devices. So let's get started. I finally have power back in my garage, and what that means is I can work all night until I get this thing finished, so hopefully it doesn't take all day. Okay, I'm making great progress. I actually got my pre-wired thing, my loom, through the firewall already, and if you own a Fiesta, you know how much a pain in the ass that is. You probably won't be able to see, but I've got tons of wire down there. It's very clean. I have it mesh loomed, so you can see it's really nice. And as always, I've got my fuse right off the battery. It's going to go to the battery terminal right here. Basically, I'm reusing the same firewall plug that I'm using for my boost gauge. So, all right, we're making progress. That was like 10 minutes. I got it right through. I couldn't believe it. So let's hope I can get it over to the passenger side where the fuse block is going to go, and I don't have any issues getting past the HVAC. On the FRS, you could pretty much just throw it and it would go over there. I imagine the Fiesta is going to be a little bit tougher, so let's see. Okay, so here is where we're at. I have this fully zip tied up and clean underneath or above the clutch, brake, and gas, so it's not going to get in the way. It's basically on the wiring harness. Now, I took this panel off, and here's the heater core. I do not want to get close to the heater core. But if you look below, hey, there's a hole right there straight on through. Now, in theory, if I take this panel off on the other side, I should have a straight shot over. And I don't want to get close to these pipes, so I don't want to go up and over them and come closer to the transmission. So I'm going to try and go underneath this heater core. And underneath it looks like there is some wiring, so I should be fine. And if I look down in there, doesn't seem like the linkage is going to get in the way. It's cable driven, it's not going to move. So that's my shot, and once I get over there, these heater core pipes should not be on the other side. I think there's the return and there's the sender. So here we go. Okay, so I ended up using a different route. I was going to go under here, but I really didn't like that, so I found the main wiring loom to go across the firewall up here, which is perfect because we're really close to the glove box and where we're gonna go, so we're almost there. Okay, I have the wire into the glove box. Here you can see the fuse panel, which I'm going to use to trigger the relay to power the fuse block. The fuse block is gonna go right here on this metal piece. That's really the best place I could put it, and the power is going to come in from the left side. Everything's going to come in from the left side. So it's going to be really clean. This wire is going to go right up to it. And it's going to be just a really clean install. Now I have excuse me, I have to get the manual out to find a switched power source that is triggered with the ignition. And once I figure that out, I'll be starting to wire up the relay. Okay, good news. I put the battery back in. I tested my fuse. I'm using the mirror power window whatever fuse. That is going to flip the relay to provide power directly from the battery. Now, I could have done it a different way. I could have powered it off of that add a fuse, but I really didn't want to. I wanted to run power directly from the battery to this. And so the add a fuse is basically going to be the switch to flip power to the relay. it's going to be what flips the relay to provide power to the fuse block. Yeah. Sorry, I've been working on this thing for a while now, and everything is in my head. I haven't written it down, so I'm trying to remember how exactly I wanted to do it. So, making great progress so far. All I have to do is wire up the relay, and then basically that's it. I just got to keep testing it, and once I get power out of the relay when the car is started, boom, ready to wire it into the fuse block. Okay, it's day 2. Last night I made great progress, got everything wired, and forgot to hook up the power to the battery. What a dumbass. So I spent about an hour last night trying to troubleshoot why it wasn't working. Well, once I figured out I'm an idiot, I connected the power to the battery and everything works just like that. So now I'm finishing it up, and hopefully within an hour or two I'll be able to get this thing wired up completely. Okay, good news. Got everything wired up, everything is connected, and it's recording. Hell yeah. I just gotta clean this up and put the glove box back in, and we are good to go. Okay, so I'm finished. I've got everything installed. I have the dash cam wired. Everything works. Everything's great. You can see the dash cam right there. It's kind of hard to see. Oops. And I have it wired. I put a little heat sink on the bottom of it. I did that with my last one, just because it gets so hot in Texas. And there's my right angle. It goes up and over. I didn't do a very good job of tucking it, but I can fix that. Under the headboard, around this, under the weather stripping, down into here, and it turns on when I turn the car on, and it shuts off when the car shuts off. So I can get a video of driving. It loops automatically, so I don't have to do any work to loop the video. And if I see something interesting that I want to save, I just hit the mode button while it's recording, and it will flag it and not overwrite that file. So that's it. Not a bad install. I could have done it a lot simpler by not using a relay and wiring it right from the fuse block or fuse box. That would have saved probably every hour I spent on it. I probably could have wired it in about 15 minutes, but that's not the right way to do it for me. I wanted to do it this way, and I think it came out really well. So that's the video log. Sorry I'm not driving. It's just something I wanted to make a video of, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. The FRS is outside, and hopefully the next one's going to be in that. So had a blast driving that back from work. So thanks for watching.